The French Revolution, one of the most significant turning points in history, begins with a simple question. How did a hungry and oppressed people overthrow a centuries-old monarchy? In the streets of Paris, a wind of change blows, promising liberty, equality, and fraternity. In the 1780s, France is plunged into a severe economic crisis. Crushing taxes, famine, and the ostentatious luxury of the court at Versailles fuel discontent. In this context, intellectuals like Rousseau and Voltaire feed the citizens' appetite for ideas of freedom and equality. On May 5, 1789, King Louis XVI convenes the Estates General, marking the beginning of a movement that will forever change the course of history. On June 17, 1789, faced with the king's intransigence, the representatives of the Third Estate proclaim themselves the National Assembly. On August 26, the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen is adopted. This historic document proclaims that men are born and remain free and equal in rights. It is not just a political demand but a promise of a new world where the people will have a say. On July 14, 1789, the storming of the Bastille becomes a symbol of the fight against oppression. This royal fortress, seen as a prison of tyranny, is stormed by a determined crowd. On that day, blood is shed, but it is also the rallying cry of the revolutionaries. The revolution is now underway, marking the beginning of an era of violence and upheaval. With the rise of the revolution, anxiety sets in. In 1793, the Committee of Public Safety, led by Robespierre, begins a period of repression known as the Reign of Terror. Enemies of the revolution, real or perceived, find themselves on the guillotine's platform. This climate of fear leads to excessive purges where even prominent revolutionaries are not spared. After Robespierre's fall in 1794, the revolution enters a new phase. In 1799, a young general named Napoleon Bonaparte overthrows the Directory in a coup.